Hello and welcome to Overseas Leafs Report. We're back for episode 2 of the Overseas Leafs Report. The season has started, the long wait is over. But before that, we had the player introductions for the Maple Leafs 2018-2019, a moment I was really looking forward to. Couldn't wait to see the excitement in the arena. And although there were some warm applause and cheers for Matthews and Tavares and the local Toronto guys, I kind of think the Leafs organization, or maybe the fans, couldn't tell who was responsible for this, kind of dropped the ball on this one. The excitement was there. They could have put a little bit more into it. I'm not saying go full Vegas with the night and the skit on the ice to start the game. But if you look at, Tampa does some pretty good stuff for their pregame introductions. I feel like there was just a little bit of a lack of production there. A little bit more lasers and stuff on the ice would have been quite good for me there. So with that in mind, I've taken it upon myself to review and reintroduce this year's edition of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Well, we've already got our first guest. You may recognize her from the YouTube channel.
So old. Music, Sugar, Love.
How many Leafs players do you think you could name?
In the current team? Maybe 4.
Go ahead.
No, off the top of my head.
Name them. Name them. This is a trivia portion of the player introductions.
Something Matthews?
Correct.
Okay. Matthews, Tavares. Nylander's not there yet. Nope. 2.
2 Leafs.
2.
2 current Leafs. How many Leafs games have you watched?
1.
All right, you're perfectly suited for the job. All right, we'll be doing player introductions.
Okay.
In your best Bruce Buffer voice.
Friedrich Anderson. Why didn't I remember that name? Garrett Sparks, again. He's the goalie, right? Ron Hainsey. Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Whew. Nikita Zaitsev. Did I get that right?
Close enough.
Zaitsev? Zaitsev? Travis Dermott. Dermott. Demo? Okay. Morgan Riley. Easy. Jake Gardner. Okay. What is it?
Martin Marincin.
Marincin. Igor. Oh my God. Igor. Osiganov. Yeah?
Odaganov.
What?
Ozhiganov.
Zach Hyman. Okay. Oh gosh, a French name. Patrick Marlowe. Yeah. Mitch Marner. Andreas Joseph. I've heard them say this name before. Kasperi? Kapanen. Kevin. Parr. Lindholm. Connor Brown. That's so Canadian. Is he Canadian?
He is Canadian.
Okay, good. Josh Levo. Freddie the Goat.
Freddie the Goat.
Really? That's how he spells his first name? Austin Matthews. Huh. Nazim Kadri? Tyler Ennis? Last one. John Tavares.
Congratulations.
Did I win?
Absolutely. So those Leafs took to the ice against the Montreal Canadiens to open the season at home. We got to see the prolific power play, or the promising power play, take to the ice. And it didn't take long for them to score. It was period one, 8 minutes in, and it was great to see that combo of players on the ice. They cut directly to Kyle Dubas's face. He flashes a bit of a smile, and I think most of Leafs Nation had the same smile. It was later on, Tavares scored his first goal just before the end of the second period, and he throws his hands up in the air. You could see it's a sense of relief that he got the first goal out of the way very early on, and he's excited. It did suck that the Leafs couldn't hold on to the lead for more than a minute. Typical Leafs, typical early season stuff. Luckily, the OT winner by Austin Matthews restored the excitement. They pour onto the ice, and for me, it was 3 fist pumps in the air. Maybe not the most deserved result. It's 2 points, and we move on to the next game. Game 2 of the regular season was versus the Ottawa Senators, and I must admit that I did not watch the whole game. After getting caught up in the excitement and action of UFC 229, post-fight melee, following that up with the Formula One Grand Prix in Suzuka, Japan, but by the time it was 3 p.m. for us here, I thought, hey, it might be a good idea to hop in the shower and maybe get the day started. But I did watch an extended highlights pack which showed the battle of the two Andersons. Two Anderson goalies kind of heading in different directions as the season starts. You got Frederik Andersen for the Leafs, who, if he can build off his strong season, maybe get into the conversation as a Vezina candidate. He doesn't have a great record in October, so that'll be something to keep an eye on. And on the other hand, you've got Craig Anderson, who's probably counting the days before he can move on from the tire fire that is Ottawa, or end his career, or all of the above. But on this particular night, it was Craig Anderson who got the better of the goalie battle. You could tell that he made some timely saves, especially in the first, where he stopped Mitch Marner's penalty shot. The Leafs ended up outshooting the Sens 37-24. The Leafs are usually the ones getting outshot. Frederik Andersen just didn't look as sharp as needed. Saw lots of counterattacks from the Ottawa Senators, and the Leafs coughing up the puck in the neutral zone and in the attacking zone. Connor Brown coughing the puck up, resulting in the goal the other way and then the Thomas Chabot goal with a great deke. That was the difference maker on the night. No time to dwell on that one. The Leafs hopped on a plane to Chicago for the Canadian Thanksgiving game. No turkey or gravy for us here. Just lots of jealousy scrolling through our friends' social media accounts and great photos of food and turkey and family get-togethers. And what a game in Chicago that was. A bit of a basketball game. Back and forth, trading chances, trading goals. Both teams opting to put the backup goalies in there. A lot was made about Garrett Sparks getting the start, given that he's an Illinois native. And what we saw was a man with very interesting body language when he's in the net. He's a big guy, and on this night, it proved difficult to stop the puck, especially disheartening, giving up 2 goals while Chicago had the empty net, giving up the lead on several occasions. I'm sure on the next occasion, Garrett Sparks would rather not give up 6 goals. Cam Ward wasn't much better. He's just holding down the fort as Corey Crawford recovers from his off-season, last season, vertigo, concussion, not exactly sure what the issue is there. It's great to see Kapanen get a spot next to Matthews on the first line, as William Nylander still hasn't made the flight back. Kapanen made the best of his opportunity, and I think he fits well. He's got the, hey, my dad played in the NHL, I'm Scandinavian, I'm a young guy, give him a chance. John Tavares scored a hat trick. No particularly flashy goals, great snipes. Looking forward to seeing a lot more goals out of 91 this upcoming season. Matthews and Kane trading celebrations as they scored big goals. I think was a pretty fitting celebration. That was nice to see. I think they're fully justified celebrations, and it's a lot nicer to see personality from these players rather than the type of actions we saw from Brad Marchand jumping Lars Eller when the game is completely out of hand. Morgan Riley with the quick and timely OT winner sealed the 2 points, and I'm pretty sure the Leafs were very happy to go straight to the bar after that one. Coin flip kind of game, the type of game that drives Mike Babcock nuts. Moving on to the road game against Dallas that I just finished watching. Freddie Anderson backing nets, looking to rebound, making some key saves early on. Leafs were pretty good overall in the first. All Dallas, however, in the second until the power plays, which was great to see them score again. Matthews absolutely on fire. Tavares also. So it's only a matter of time before Kadri gets his goals too. Bad penalties for Dallas. Memo to the rest of the teams in the NHL. Don't take penalties because the Leafs power play will make you pay this season. Dallas's power play is also very good, and they proved it, capitalizing on a poor Marleau penalty. The John Klingberg goal early in the third definitely made things interesting, but the Leafs followed it up with a great effort by Zach Hyman, beating out the icing call, dishing out for the game-winning goal before Connor Brown added another one in an empty net. It's good to see these guys hustle. I'm especially happy with Zach Hyman and the amount of effort that he showed retrieving pucks, chasing down loose pucks as well. And I think that'll maintain his position on this important line. Decent first game for Freddie the GOAT. Andreas Janssen will need to wait a little longer before he sees the ice again. No news to share regarding a Nylander contract. Different situation, different context, but I remember a few seasons ago, Jacob Trouba taking at least until November to get his contract signed with Winnipeg, and they're now up against the cap. But as the team keeps winning and Matthews stays hot, I don't see any urgency from the Leafs side. Hope you like what you see so far. We'll be back next week with more Leafs news. In the meantime, like the video, subscribe, and I'm happy to announce that we now have a Twitter page. So go find us at Overseas Leafs on Twitter.